It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Greetings from the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party gain the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Eloise. Cursebreaker intelligence. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of our people, hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final mothercrystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood do her remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is as ever dire. Fresh rings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Quite the mess. Without words out of twinside is that there is little left of the capital after the mad prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a stolus might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Theodore.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye, all their fancy silks stained red.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days without a visit and we'll have to start eating the blankets.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mothercrystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I see that every report that comes my way makes it into the hands of both Lady Vivian and the Norsemen. If anyone could tell you what might be barreling down the mountain towards us, it would be that pair.
How are you doing? I don't mean to be gloomy. They need all the help they can get. Quick look. Think you can help?
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true. We've lost so much already.
Off you go then.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mothercrystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
What will it be today? And how could it not? But are we any better? I cannot claim. Such are the wages. Ironic, then. Should I learn aught else, you will be the first to know.
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. With the darkening skies, but be that as it may,
compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today.
Hearts of the mother crystal, the bright convulsion of shards that sits at the center of each mother crystal. When a heart shatters, so too does the mountain around it. Since time immemorial, sanctuaries have been built around the hearts of the worship and protection of those irreplaceable treasures. The hearts, however, have their own methods of self-defense, replying to any attack upon them with unique and deadly magic. Lost mother crystals. When Theodolith Tielman, per his plan to destroy the mother crystals in Mosin, 5 of their numbers tower over the trends, 3 less than Ultima set in place. Eons pass. The mother crystal of Zemekis was the first to fall, followed by Drake's Horn in southern Ash and Drake's Eye in the northern territories. Now, nothing remains of them, save for the scars left behind by their passings. Gil has been the common currency of Valisthea ever since the signing of the Continental Accord many centuries ago. The Accord entrusted the administration of the currency to the realm's most trusted merchant guild, headquartered in what would later become the Free Cities of Canver. The new currency took its name from the founder of said merchant guild, the legendary trader Gilbert the Golden. Trade flourished around the newly established mint, and over time, the worship of money grew into a full-fledged religion. The Great Bank of Gilbert, the lender. Adamantinite, one of the hardest known materials in the trends. Seams of its ore have only been found in the far-flung reaches of Ash, where the forces of first Valdemarki, then Walud, often warred with the Ors, who claimed the lands as their own. Though the metal makes for fine arms and armor, the rarity of both its ore and craftsmen versed in the peculiarities of its forging ensures that adamantinite weapons remain the perverse of the rich and the powerful.
You wish to study the tomes? The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Is a storm coming soon?
Clive. The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes, take care.
To what do I owe the honor? Fran about us, guys. Unless that is... So, will it be?
Will we ever see the sun again?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
The messages from Martha, Isabel and Lubor weren't long. But what they lacked in detail, they more than made up for in urgency. Our friends need your help.
I'm ready when you are, Clive.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Sorry, but you're not quite there yet. All done?
I pity those in the villages.
say we were in for a storm.
We'll see these letters to the mainland as soon as Obelus deems it safe to sail. As for what awaits me there, well, we'll just have to see, won't we?